Damn it. I'm waiting for a video to upload. A private that I have to send. And it hasn't uploaded yet, so. Ah. Ah. Oh, God, that's not good. Let's lower this so that I don't have to... Oh, there it is. Let me just send this first. All right. Now I think I'm in business here. All right. Oh man, look at those bags under my eyes. Ronnie, General. Got big bags. Okay, you got some nice stuff happening. You may have be feeling a little bit undecided. You may have a choice that you have to make. Feeling a little bit more in balance, like life comes back into balance, and you may start to see the fruits of your labor come into fruition. Got a Leo coming in around you. You also have an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Things could change for the better for you quickly. Walking away from something or someone that no longer serves you, and possibly getting a new job or business opportunity. Phantom, love. Divine timing. Got divine timing bringing passion in. Soulmate relationship enters that could be very successful. Got a couple of people. You got an Aquarius, you got a Gemini, you got a Leo, got a Capricorn. And you may be walking away from something or someone that no longer serves you. Amen. What does Z think about me? Is she interested in me as a person? Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think so. I think she thinks that you're intelligent, interesting, kind, smart, hardworking, stable, sincere. Yeah, I think so. Talia, general for tomorrow. Tomorrow looks good. Things change for the better quickly. You may have a new business opportunity. This could just be, it doesn't have to be business. It could be, it's usually business, but it could be a new beginning, just regardless of. Passion comes in tomorrow. Maybe spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And you may be spending time or talking about entering a relationship or with a current partner or whatever's going on in your personal life. Two of Cups could even be taking a relationship to the committed level. It also looks like you may be taking some time for rest and relaxation, which is always nice. And why Ibram wanna be with me? Does he want me for me or because I have a connection to his ex? Oh boy. All right, does he want to be with me for me? You know, the cards indicate that he likes you for you. I don't think that you're close. I don't know. I don't think that you're close enough to that ex for him to be thinking about using you to get back with her. No, I don't. I don't think so. I think that he's interested in you. Geisha. Will Jay Braze eventually tell me how he feels about me? This is not someone who's real comfortable about talking about his feelings. It's not going to happen soon. It's going to take time. Jennifer, love. Okay, you've got the Two of Cups, which means you either should be entering a committed relationship, or a current relationship should be going really well. If it's not, okay, you have good luck coming in around you. And the reason why I say that is because the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Cups, you could be walking away from something because it's not what you want, or it doesn't live up to the potential that you thought it had. Either way, you have other opportunities coming in here. First of all, you got the Magician, you've got a Capricorn, you got a fire sign coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and you're not holding yourself back. It looks like you're moving forward. If you don't get what you want out of the current relationship, other opportunity comes in and you move forward. You've got the Six of Swords. Pink Roses. What has he been doing since we separated? Okay, well, here's the separation. It looks like this person's been either working hard. Eight of Pentacles can be anything from like going back to school, like starting a new school year or course or whatever. It also could be working hard at their current job. They may be very busy with work. It also looks like they're not holding themselves back. They're hanging out with friends. Their main concern is work or school or whatever it is that they do all day. And they feel like they can finally exhale now. Life is starting to move forward for them. I think they're very focused on school. School or work, whatever it is. And it also, the Eight of Pentacles could also be like going back to school for on-the-job training or something like that. Like the person's job sends them to take a course of some type. Whatever it is, it's like they've sunk their teeth into it. Stephanie, does T still think I'm pregnant? How could he still think that you're pregnant if you sent him the ER paperwork? I mean, he shouldn't think that. All right, let's see. You know, he comes up not knowing what to think, not knowing what to believe, but feeling like this is a giant disaster. So I don't know all the details that have gone on in this situation, but he feels like this is crazy. Like that's, I mean, I'm not saying that he's not contributing to it, but that's how he feels. But if you showed him the paperwork showing that you had that issue, then he should know that you're not pregnant anymore. I don't know. He feels like there's a lot of craziness here and that he doesn't know what to believe. That's what comes up around him. The Tower moment. Like he feels like this is a disaster. PJ. The current energy between me and Derek and advice. Okay, current energy. All right, the energy is regretful and unsuccessful. So I don't know what's gone on between the two of you. But if this is somebody who say you're not hearing from, or there's not much going on, or things are kind of stagnant, my suggestion would be to pull your energy way back, take your energy out of the situation and get busy doing something else, because otherwise it builds a lot of resistance around the situation and it can make matters worse. It does look like at some point things could move forward, but it doesn't look like it's happening anytime soon. It looks like we're dealing with a little bit of unsuccessfulness and feeling a little bit regretful. So I would pull your energy way back, get busy doing something else. Once the energy starts to dissipate around it, then things may start to move forward a little bit naturally on their own. Stephanie, is T watching my IG, and if so, thoughts? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Stephanie, did you see me confronting him about telling V? Well, you got two aces, which would be a 70% chance, yes, but think about whether or not you really want to do that, because that's just going to add to this drama. And he's not going to admit it. So I would, think about whether or not you want to go down that route. Miranda, when will me and Jasmine be intimate? When will me and Jasmine be intimate? Could take some time. It may not be until closer towards the end of the year. I mean, unless energy around the situation shifts. But right now it looks like it's a little bit stagnant. Stephanie, does he still think that I'm dealing with X? Okay. He does. Yeah, he does. Or, I mean, he doesn't know for sure, but he thinks that you could be. Yeah. Stephanie, general for next week. Ronnie, try coconut water. You like coconut water? That's supposed to be really good for dehydration. That's what we give people in yoga when they pass out. And there's something else too. That was something new. I think it was maple water, maybe. Go to Whole Foods, and in like in the section that has the kombucha, you should see all kinds of stuff. I like coconut water. I like Gatorade, and you know what else too is good? The emergency. Put that in water. We give that to people too when they pass out at yoga. Brings them right back. General for next week for Stephanie. We've got, there's a little anxiety around. There's a little disaster and anxiety around next week. And the feeling of regret around something. You also may be pulling away. You may be moving forward and leaving things that no longer serve you. You have the Eight of Cups and the Six of Swords, moving away from things that no longer work for you. The Devil is here. So I would be careful with this card only because this is like earthly pleasures. So it can be anything from drinking, gambling, sex, credit cards, and anything like that. It could be jealousy, gossip. So this could be around next week. Next week may be a kind of a funky week. Oh, Ronnie, I didn't realize. I thought you were just asking that question. I didn't look at the cards. That was just my 2 cents. Because we have people all the time that, they're not hydrated enough. You get a lot of the water, too, from fruits and vegetables. And a lot of times people don't realize that they're not eating enough of that stuff. And when people get dehydrated, I mean, it can be scary. Like sometimes if you have low potassium, too, it can make, like people will come out of class and they'll be all cramped up, and it's scary if you've like we know what to expect it because we're trained to see, but the person that's going through it is like, oh my god, what is wrong with me? But as soon as we get the coconut water in them, they uncramp. And the vitamin C shots, we keep them in the room. Put them in a little like shot thing, add a little bit of water, and it really helps with dehydration. Okay, let's see. I think that I think it's because of all the spiritual transformation that you've gone through. That's why you're dehydrated. You're picking up a lot of stuff, and it's just sucking so much out of you right now. But I believe that you'll turn a corner, and that won't happen to you forever. Like you're just still transiting, But in the meantime, fruits, vegetables, coconut water. Some people hate coconut water, so you could put it in something. Like put it in a smoothie, you won't taste it. I love it. I just started giving it to Avery today. Uriali, is KR watching my Facebook? Okay, let's see. I don't think so, no. Nobody. All right, I don't see the question yet, so let me do Brianna. General for next weekend. Okay, general for this weekend. Okay, you've got some nice stuff happening here. You've got rest and relaxation, taking some time for yourself, self-care, which is important. Could be spending time with an Aries. You also have another fire sign you may be spending time with, another Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. There's a Cancer around. There could be the opportunity for some fun stuff. Spontaneity comes in. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children. But otherwise, it should be a pretty decent weekend. I always have to say that with the Empress card, even if I don't know where you are in your life, because just because. Nobody. What will me and the air signs friendship be like when we become friends? It'll be a balanced friendship for sure. Here you go. You got the Two of Pentacles, and you've got the Ace of Swords, which is the air sign. You should share a lot of similar interests. You seem to get along really well. It should be a pretty decent friendship. Brianna, general around me and the Aquarius. You might not be seeing eye to eye in the near future. You've got here the Five of Swords, which could be an argument, and the Two of Cups in reverse, which if you were in a relationship, that could be a breakup. So there may be some sharp energy around this situation, but it blows into the past and things change for the better quickly. But you may have to just, work through whatever it is that you guys disagree on. There could be a dilemma that comes up. Linda. Should I move on with this new guy? Yes. I'm going to tell you why. First, I'm going to ask the cards, but then I'm going to tell you why. Yeah, there's actually really nice energy around the situation. You got a wish around the situation. You have the love cup full and a new beginning. Okay, now this is why I would tell you, regardless of whatever situation is around you, like let's just say, for example, I don't know what the situation is, but let's just say that you're on again, off again with Steve. And your heart is with Steve. But Steve's not giving you what you want. When somebody else comes in energetically, and your mind is elsewhere and your focus is off of Steve, that's when Steve takes notice. Even though he might not know what you're doing, he may not be aware of the other guy. He might not ever find out about him, but he'll feel it. And when he feels that, his attitude changes. Like, that's just the way energy works. It's just the way, if for some bizarre fucking reason, that's how humans are. Whatever's in front of them, they tend to not appreciate until it's gone. And once it's gone, they're like, hey, wait a minute, where'd you go? Aside from that, like attracts like. So the more people that you have around you, the more people that you're going to call in. So the more people you give opportunities to, the more people that come in, which is going to then also make your energy very dispersed and not so focused. The worst thing that anyone can ever do is sit around waiting for the phone to ring, because that guarantees that the phone will never ring. It's just a watch pot never boils. So yes, I do think that you should give this guy a shot, even if you're not interested in him, and even if nothing happens, just putting it out there like I'm open to new experiences can help everything. Brianna, general around the Libra and I. Are you talking about the Goya coconut water? I think that that's got other crap in there. That's why. I think it's got sugar in there. I would try, the best one, and of course it's really expensive, is Harmless Harvest. Sometimes you can even get a pink one, which is supposed to be even better. But make sure it's like 100% coconut oil, because I think that the Goya one's got other stuff in there. That's why it's not good. Okay, general around the Libra and things around the Libra look good. It looks like neither one of you is holding yourselves back. There's some strength around the situation. There could be, excuse me, communication coming in. You may be spending time together in the near future. There may be a spontaneous activity or an adventurous activity that you're doing. Things look pretty good. Anthony, what is happening with the Cancer girl now, and does she still think about me? What's next for us? Okay, here she is, the first person in your reading. Yes, she does think about you. What's going on with her is things with that guy may not be going that great. Walking away from something that doesn't work for her, moving on to greener pastures, or something there may have fallen apart with this card. I'm not seeing the breakup card, but this is like moving on, moving forward. This isn't working. You got divine timing around the situation, and you could hear from her or run into her or speak to her, or somebody could put the two of you back in contact with the Judgment card. It's like being at the right place at the right time. Oh, damn. I got a low battery on that. I think that she does think about you. She's the first person that shows up in the reading. What's next is, I think that at some point, relatively soon, and I take that relatively soon with a grain of salt, you should be in some sort of communication, even if it's only a little bit. Nobody. Does the Cancer still have feelings for me? I think so, yeah. Yep. Lovely. I don't see the question yet. So let me go back up to the top. Oh, there it is. I dreamed about Jay, and when I woke up, I noticed that he left me a voicemail. Text or coincidence? Voicemail and text, coincidence. All right, I don't really believe in coincidences, so I don't think that. What I think for this situation is, like, I'm not a big believer in, like, dreams always being prophetic or always meaning something. I mean, I've had one prophetic dream in my life that was like legitimately happened the next day, but that doesn't happen very often. And I feel like most of the time it's just our subconscious processing things. But in a situation like this, what I think this is more of like a law of attraction thing. So there's like 1.5 million videos on YouTube about how you can manifest a call or a text from someone by putting it out into the universe, forgetting about it, and then it happens when you forget about it. Now, the energy of something like this is when you're asleep, your subconscious is working. So it's very easy to send out a message in your sleep, or, you know, like connect in that way. So I don't think that this was a coincidence. And I'll give you an example. Yesterday I was thinking about a friend of mine who I know from yoga. She's another teacher. And I do readings for her, not frequently, but maybe every couple of weeks. She'll send me a question and I'll do a reading. And I was just thinking yesterday, gee, I haven't heard from Karen in a while. I wonder how everything's going. So today, when I was doing the live stream, or I was setting up the live stream before, I popped up a text message from her right? So very interesting. I was thinking about her yesterday and she texted me today because this is very simple. It's like I thought about her, right? It went out into the universe. She was probably thinking about me at the same time or within a few hours. And then she reached out to me today. And my intention really was to reach out to her yesterday, but I just kind of got busy and I didn't get a chance. But with somebody like Karen, who is just my friend, it's like there's no, is she going to answer me? Should I call now? Maybe she's busy. Like we don't go through all that when it's just a friend. So it goes out, oh yeah, gee, I haven't spoken to Karen in a while. It goes out and then I forget about it. And then I probably didn't think about her for the rest of the day. And I legitimately didn't think about her, unlike the specific people that we're trying to call into our lives that we're having an argument with them in our head. We think we saw them at the stoplight. We're pissed off about something that happened 5 years ago. Like that builds a lot of resistance. So in this case, no, I think that was a law of attraction thing. I don't really believe in coincidences. Like I feel like we are in control of a lot of things, and I think that that was something like that that happened. On the opposite hand, I also feel like sometimes the law of attraction gets a little bit too like you can control everything, and I don't really believe that. Like I don't believe that my thoughts are controlling what the next door neighbor thinks of me. I don't believe that. I believe that I can use law of attraction to cultivate friendships with my neighbors, but I don't believe that, like that if I think I'm going to be a millionaire, I'm going to make $1 million. Like I think it's within reason. So in that case, that's a great example of putting it out into the universe and then it coming back to you. So yeah, I know that was a big long windbag answer, but no, I don't think that was coincidence. We've got Sepia, general spiritual. Okay. You may be going back to an old practice, some kind of an old spiritual practice that you used to get a lot out of, and maybe who the hell knows, whatever it is. But that may come up during Mercury retrograde. It looks like your intuition is growing, and so is your level of empathy. So you may also be struggling with dehydration issues. So keep in mind the coconut water and the vitamin C things and that kind of stuff if you start to feel a little bit lethargic, especially if you're around certain people. Like some people will just be vampires and suck all the energy out of you. But you have a lot of strength and your intuition is definitely growing. And you have something changes for the better quickly around your spiritual connection to the universe. So something is going, that's why watch out for the dehydration thing. Sepia, general love. Walking away from something that no longer serves you shows up. And then you've got the magician, which means you can pretty much manifest any type of partner you want. And through divine timing, you may meet somebody new. Could be slow and steady wins the race with this person, and it could be a committed relationship. Now, it could also be somebody that's around you right now. There's several people here. You got an Aquarius here. You got a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You got happiness that comes in around your love life, a wish, the Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. And you have the love cup full. There's also a water sign here, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So this person you may be around you, or it could be somebody new that comes in, but it looks like committed relationship is on the horizon. Spiritual medium Ray. What will Z's karma be for mistreating me? I can't give you somebody else's karma. I can't read somebody else's karma. First of all, I don't know. It's like we're not the deciding factor in what happens to somebody else. And, like this person may have treated you horribly, but they may have been really good to other people. So they may have good karma from that. So I can't read somebody else's karma. There are a few things that I won't even attempt. I can tell you whether or not they will have karma or if they will go through a bad time. But karma, the way it was explained to me was from a woman who studied like Eastern philosophies, and she said that the Western world doesn't really understand the idea of karma, and that we take it like somebody does something bad to me, so now they have something bad done to them, and like it's immediate. She said that it could take lifetimes for people to get their karma. That's what she said. She's like, it's not this kind of thing like, well, you're going to get yours because you didn't treat me the way I wanted you to. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we have expectations sometimes in a situation that what we want, how we want someone to treat us or how we want someone to feel about us. Just because they don't doesn't mean that they get bad karma from it. Because they may not be a bad person. They just may not feel the way you want them to feel about you, which doesn't make them bad. So the way that I was taught was that not to read on karma, not even to attempt it. So if you want to ask a different question. Krista. Last week, Jay said some things that I don't think he would have expressed if he had not been drinking. We haven't yet discussed anything serious. Are we going to have a real discussion soon? Okay. My friend and I used to call those taxi cab confessions when somebody got drunk and like spilled the beans. It doesn't look like you're having one soon. It's going to take some time. He's feeling a little bit disgruntled, so I wouldn't push it. I would just kind of give it a little bit of time, not too much. I mean, I'm not saying you got to wait forever, but it doesn't look like it happens very quickly. Like he needs a little time to kind of sort through his shit, so to speak. Nobody. This random number calls me every day and says nothing. Can I know who it is? I would call it back. I can't tell you who it is. I can give you a sign, but I'm not going to be able to tell you like it's Joe from, the gas station. I don't know that. I think that I think it could be an Aquarius, but I would call the number back. Because you know why? To be honest, I get them too. And when I call the number back, it's like a solicitor. It's like, one is like, wants me to extend my car's warranty. And the other one I got today was, they were going to suspend my social security number. And if you don't call me back, you're going to be arrested. That was the one that I got today. I answered it, and that's what they said. So, like, I had to press 1 to talk to the person that was going to arrest me. So I would call the number back because it could just be a solicitor, especially if the number looks similar to yours, because that's where they've been calling from lately. Goddess, energy around the offer that I got today, is it stable? Yeah, I think it is. I think it is pretty stable. It's slow and steady wins the race, but you got 70% chance, yes, it's stable. Adriana. How will it be the next place that I'm living, and when is it happening? I think you're going to love it. You're very successful, moving on to greener pastures, feeling very stable. I think you're going to love it. When is it happening? It could be sometime before the end of the fall. Maybe towards the end of the year. Sepia. Will things come together for me? Everything feels like it's getting worse. Yeah, I totally hear you. Will things come together? I think things are. I think I keep saying it, but I feel like things have to be coming together. You got two aces, 70% chance, and then yes, balance and respect. So, I mean, there's so many people that are just going through shit show nightmares. Um, just like things that are just like going around in a circle. Nothing ever seems to get anywhere. Everything seems to be one step forward, two steps back. But I feel like we have to go through this now. When I was talking this was a couple of months ago with Lori from Passages of Light, and we were talking about this whole thing with being on lockdown and all this madness. She was saying that that her idea is that maybe we haven't addressed enough of our issues. Like if we're given this time, right? Like remember the woman the other night that was like the job. She's like, I got fired. And when I had that Zoom meeting with her a couple of weeks ago, I was like, that fucking job is not for her. But she wanted to stick it out. So I felt like, you know what? At least if you stick it out and you get fired, you could get severance. You can get, or you get let go, you can get severance. You can get unemployment. So, you know, ride it out, see what happens. But it's like, it looks like the universe is taking care of her. The better job that she turned down is hiring her now. So she's got that. She turned it down to stay at the place she didn't want to be at. And now it looks like her life is moving forward, even though she didn't make the right choice at the right moment. It's like the universe has had her back. And I feel like for a lot of us, it's like we may be staring down the, you know, like, I know that this is the wrong decision, but I'm just going to do it anyway. And I feel like the universe is trying to give us time to correct some of those things and put ourselves first and, you know, clean out some of the shit that we need to clean out. You know, it's always darkest before the dawn. And that really sucks because when you're going through it, you can't see it. You're like, you know how many times I've sat with the woman that reads my cards and I'll say something to her like I can't believe it ends this way, or I can't believe that this is how it's going to be, and she'll say, this isn't the end of the story. You haven't gotten to the end of the story. And it's so frustrating to hear that because in the moment it's like, well, when's the end? When does something change? Because everything here has been a shit show and a disaster and upside down. But sometimes, and I would, this is that old therapist I used to see years ago. She used to say, just trust. And my friend went to her too. She was such a nice lady, but you wanted to punch her in the throat when she kept telling you to trust that the universe was going to take care of you when you felt like at every fucking turn the universe was kicking you in your ass. But yes, hopefully things are going to start to turn around for everybody that's been going through a lot of nasty shit lately. Brianna, my financial situation for the rest of October. You all right, Dill? Things look like they're improving. Feeling like finally I can exhale. Like things seem to move forward. You have a wish around money and finances. 9 of Pentacles. You could have money coming in before the end of October. Uriali. I don't see it yet, so let me do Brianna. General love. General love. General love. Okay, you've got a couple of things happening. Love life changes for the better quickly. Could meet somebody around school or work. They may be a Leo. You could also be walking away from something that no longer serves you, moving on to greener pastures. It might be slow and steady wins the race, but passion comes in around fresh energy. There's a Capricorn coming in, too, that may be offering you a new beginning. Sue. Oh, wait, let me do Uriali. My first real love is a Libra, and I thought that he was my soulmate. We had been separated. How's he doing now? Does he still even care? I'm still stressing about it. Okay. Well, I do think that he cares, but I think that his life has moved forward right now, and I think that you should keep your options open. You got a Capricorn coming in here that could be bringing in a lot of happiness. Um, Love cup is full, possibly being prepared with this new Capricorn. They come in with love, money, abundance. Be careful with that card because it also could be fertility. You also have a wish around love, and it's slow and steady wins the race. Could be a Capricorn. This Libra does care about you, but it looks like this person's life has moved forward right now, and they're not looking to go backwards. So I would keep your options open. Sue, will Sierra reach out to my brother without him having to? Could take time. If he waits for her, it could take time. I would suggest him reach out to her if he wants to get the ball rolling. Ronnie, after almost a year of mistreatment, my boss asks me to join kickboxing class with her. I want to, but I might end up practicing on her. Is she trying to be my friend again? People are so fucked up. People really are so fucked up. Is she trying to be my friend again? Yeah, I think she is trying to be your friend again. You know, people are bizarre, and when people have power, it's a bizarre thing. Because, like, my boss and my day job, he was a really nice guy. He was genuinely a nice guy. And what his problem was is that he didn't have any balls. He had no balls with the other bosses in the company, and he had no power at home. Like, his wife wore the pants. And comes in, right? He had an old dog, and the dog passed away. And when he came in, you know, we were all animal lovers in the place. And he came in, you know, tough guy. You know, his dog died. I mean, one person's animal dies, and the whole fucking place is like in mourning for weeks. So we were like, well, you got to get another dog because the only thing that replaces a dog is another dog. I told my wife, no more dogs. And then, like 2 or 3 days later, we hear him on the phone with her. And we hear her, like, we hear him, like, talking about, well, who's going to take are you taking the puppy to the vet? And we were like, what happened, Rich? I thought you said no dogs. Like, he was a nice guy, but he had no balls with anybody, you know? So he used to be a dick to us. He wasn't really a dick to us, but, like, he was the boss with us, you know? You know, but like if another boss came in, couldn't stand up to them, but he could stand up to us because he had that power. Like, we didn't have that power anywhere else, you know. So it was like we didn't take it personal because we knew that it was just him. You know, like we almost kind of felt sorry for him. But I feel like, you know, that's how, like, when people get some kind of power, it's like you have to do things my way, or you have to, you know, or they're just assholes in whatever respect because they can be. Told my wife, no more dogs. No more dogs. Oh, we got another golden retriever. Oh, he was such a dork. Nice guy, but Brianna, how does YH the Gemini feel about me? Bad vibes, okay? Okay, so you know, I don't think that there's bad vibes here. This person may be naturally a little bit nervous. They got some nervous energy around them. I don't think that there's bad vibes. I think this person thinks that you're very intelligent, very smart, very grounded. Has a lot of respect for you. Maybe they're a little bit intimidated by you, but I don't get bad vibes. No. Okay, so, all right, wait, Mel says that karma is the energy that comes back, that you put out comes back to you. Everything does a 360. Okay, but then what about people, right? So say people that like random people. Like we got a lot of women in here that are, they're not putting out bad energy, but yet they keep running into these dicks, or they keep being mistreated. So I don't understand that. Like I feel like, well, no, I think that, see, like, all right, all right. Here's the thing, like. If somebody is not treating you the way you think you should be treated, what's the situation? Like, or say you're in this situation, like you're friends with benefits, or you're sleeping with somebody but you're not in a relationship, and then that person is not giving you, like, that person's not buying you a birthday present, and that person isn't taking you home on the holidays, and then you're not being treated like a girlfriend because you're not a girlfriend, but you've been okay with that. So asking if somebody is going to get karma for that, it's like, I feel like you're getting the karma for allowing yourself to be in a relationship like that, because you're, you know trying to manipulate a situation where we're having sex or we're having relations, but yet I don't have a commitment, and that's okay with me, but then I'm turning it around and making you be the bad guy. See, I don't think that that's, like, I feel like the other person has been honest with you. They've said, listen, I don't want to be in a relationship. If you choose to still sleep with them and hook up with them, that's on you, not on them. So if somebody's asking me, are they going to get karma for how they treated me? Well, they didn't treat you the way you wanted them to, but that doesn't mean that they're going to get penalized or punished for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, those kinds of questions, I feel like, if you don't know the whole story, and I'm not the judge of it, like, I can't judge how somebody else, what happens if, somebody is like a really good person, but then one person's been trying to take advantage of them. I mean, there are people that are very manipulating, and if they don't get what they want, they think that the other person should get bad karma. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I was always taught that you wouldn't see it, and you didn't necessarily see it in this lifetime. It could be something that came, like, you could pay for something in this life that happened lifetimes ago. But I also have to say, I'm not 100% sure that I believe in all these different lifetimes. So, but that's what I was taught in one of the philosophy uh, yoga training thingies. Anyway, aside from that, um, my question is, what were Z's intentions when hurting me in the past? All right. I don't know that this person intended to hurt you. I don't think that that was this person's intentions. It looks like this person cared for you very much at one point, and that there was a mutual either relationship, or there was a mutual friendship or something. And then it looks like things took a turn and they were undecided about how to deal with things. So maybe that's where you felt the betrayal came in. Um, and there was anxiety around the situation on the other person's end. So they didn't do this like intentionally. It's not like they set out to do something hurtful. It's something that happened because maybe they didn't know how to deal with it in a more mature way. It was like, this person didn't intend to do it. Like, they weren't like, oh, I'm going to do something really hurtful to somebody else. It's like they handled it in a very immature way, which wound up causing more pain. But I don't know the whole situation, so I can't tell you, Like, reading these questions, right? I'm only hearing one person's perspective. I don't know what this person did that was so hurtful, and I don't know what the whole situation was. See, I only get part of the story. I don't have the whole thing, so I can't go that far into it. But it doesn't look like they set out to hurt you. Brianna, when will I see the Libra again? How will it go? When will I see the Libra again? Could be in a couple of weeks. How will it go? Yeah, you should see them. They should come back around in a couple of weeks. There's indecision around the situation, but overall it looks like it goes pretty well. Not holding yourself back. Here's the Libra. Things change for the better quickly. Yeah, I think it goes okay. Sepia Weekend Love. Oh, it looks like things change for the better this weekend. There may be a little bit of indecision around plans or whatever is going to happen, but for the most part, it looks like love this weekend should be good. You got a couple of people around you, a couple of choices. You got a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You also have an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Feeling prepared. It looks decent. Brianna, General. General next week. General for next week. It looks like slow and steady wins the race. But you're prepared for everything that needs to get done next week. You seem to be pretty productive. You have a wish next week, put it out into the universe. Could be taking a trip to water, by water, or around water, or thinking about it, or planning it. Could be spending time with a Capricorn and a Leo. You got a Capricorn, a Leo, and a Taurus around you next week. Kiki, how does this Virgo Jeffrey feel about me? This person feels good, has a lot of respect for you, feels like you're a hard worker, thinks that you're interesting, happy, kind, very intelligent, thinks that you're very intelligent and creative. What are you dreaming, Dylan? Julie, how does R feel seeing me now? I know you said that he is happy, but he just wants to act like he is. Wait, he wants to act like he's mad? I mean, it shows that, or maybe not today or this week, but it looks like there's a lot of strength coming in around your relationship. There's balance coming in. It looks like he may be putting in more hard work. I don't know. I don't know if he's acting like he's mad. I would confront him and figure out what is going on here. Because, I mean, I don't know, what is he mad at? The cards don't indicate that he's mad. So I don't know if he's one of these that he's trying to get you to confront him about something. And he's just not, like, he just can't ask you because he's not good at confronting people. I don't know. I don't know why he's acting mad. Kiki, should I hang out with the Virgo Jeffrey? Can I trust him? I think you can trust him. I would give him a shot. Yeah, you got 3 aces. Doesn't get better than that. Serena, how will the online sales on my page go for the rest of this month? Should go pretty well. It looks like you're prepared. You have some stable, reliable clients. Things seem to move forward. Plus, you have a wish. So things should go pretty well. Georgia, is RS done with me? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Serena, I'm trying to work on it with my YouTube channel. Pay off to have regular financial returns. Okay. I'm trying to work on it. Will my YouTube channel have financial returns? Okay. You just have to stick with it. Yeah, you should have success coming in as long as you're prepared to continue to put effort into it. Kia, did I do the right thing letting go of my Gemini? Okay, let's see. Ultimately, yeah, I do think that you did. I do think you did. Phantom. I don't see it yet, so let me do Elizabeth. How is Ben feeling about my post on Facebook? I made it public. Basically says that I'm moving on and that I know my worth. It shows that he felt unprepared, but I don't know if you know that he definitely saw it. He may not have seen it yet, because this is all it shows, is that I feel unprepared, or that, and that he feels like he's weak. You know how I feel about communicating through Facebook. I wouldn't rely on that as a way. You know what I'm saying? I would tell him that. I wouldn't, like, you know how I feel about social media, but it's just, it's if the person saw it, if the person realized that you were talking about them, if the person didn't think there was a message for somebody else. Like, there's just so many ways. Like, if you want to tell him that, I would tell you to tell him that. Like, send him a message. Listen, this is it. I'm moving on. I found someone else. I'm not dealing with you anymore. So, good luck to you. Because all of this, just creates a lot of miscommunication and not knowing if somebody saw it, or looking to see if they gave it the thumbs up. And it's a lot of bad negative energy. I would tell him, tell him send it right to his phone. This is for you. Phantom, what might the message from the deceitful person be about in the near future? Love, money. Okay, let's see. Love, where is that? Love or money? Okay. Will it be about love? I think it's about money. I think it's about money, and the person shows as being somewhat narcissistic and very controlling. So they may be trying to control something around money. And there's deceit. I don't, Emperor in reverse, I don't trust that person, because it's somebody that is willing to either use you for what they need or manipulate you into something because it's something that they need. I don't trust the Emperor in reverse. I think it has to do with money, not love. Elizabeth, will the love spell work on Ben, and will he text? But I can't tell you, I can't give you a time. Love spells in general usually take from about, they can happen soon, or they can happen up to like within 3 months. If nothing has changed in 3 months, then it usually didn't work. I've never seen it take longer than 3 months, I don't think. I only once in my life ever did I do one, and then the next day, the guy called me and he was like, she showed up at my house, and I was like, that you're the first person that's happened to, and it's never happened since. And I was like, I'm as surprised as you are, because it just doesn't happen that fast. Like, you can't just make somebody do something. It just doesn't work like that. So I can't give you, I can't swear that he's going to text by a certain day. I would tell you to reach out to him. As far as spell work is concerned, if you've done the work, right, there's no reason why you can't reach out to somebody. If that person is stuck or they're going through something or they have a bug up their ass or whatever the issue is, you could reach out to that person and the lines of communication can still open. The only time I would say not to is if you've been texting him and it's and you haven't gotten a response. But the issue here is that the energy, right? So now the last question was, what did he think of me saying I'm moving on, I know my worth? But now the question here is he going to text me? So when you put out energy that's like, I want you to think this, but I really want that, like, it's like, and like I'll say this to people too, like, not to do a spell on a situation that nothing is hopeless, but like if you haven't heard from somebody in 6 months and they're dating somebody else and they haven't returned your phone call in 6 months, I wouldn't tell you to do a love spell because the energy isn't going with the situation, it's going against the situation. So the same thing here. It's like you're putting something on Facebook that's telling him, fuck you, I'm moving on, but then you're doing work to bring him back. And it's like stepping on the gas and the brake at the same time and the car is skidding. So it's like if he's going to see, oh, well, she's fucking moving on, but then it's like, no, I want you to call me. I would, you know, it's like make a decision as to which direction you're going to take it in. Either I'm going to commit to we're going to get back together, or I'm committing to moving on, but not being in the I'm going to tell him this, but I really want this, because it just sends out a lot of like mixed energy. Will the love spell work on Ben? Okay, let's see. Okay, well, I got a 70% chance that it does work on him. It might take some time. If he ignores you, okay, so if somebody is ignoring you, there's not really much else that you can do. I would try to cut energy, you know, like you've done the love spell, you've done what you've done. I wouldn't do anything else. I would give it some time, give it some space, and focus on something else, because the more you try to put into it, the more you try to manipulate it, the worse it's going to make this situation. I would really kind of go like stone cold, you know, just stop everything and then see what happens, because he's twisted up right now. He may not be twisted in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is he's going through now could pass. I mean, no matter who we are, right? All of us, our emotions change. None of us stay mad, angry, happy, elated, sad forever. We're constantly changing. So this can change. This is not permanent. But, you know, you don't want to build extra resistance around a situation that's already kind of resistant. So I would just give this a little bit of space, and then we'll see what happens. Sarah, General with Mike the Aquarius, if I go on a date with him. Okay, General around Mike the Aquarius if we have a date. Yeah, not bad. You got the wish card here. You got divine timing guiding it. Could be fun. Yeah, you could have a lot of fun. It could be spontaneous. It seems like he's a strong character. He seems to be very funny. I would give it a shot. What the heck? Elizabeth, what's coming in for love for me by the full moon? Got a Leo and a Capricorn around by the full moon. You also have a wish, put it out into the universe. And you may be walking away from something that's not working for you. Feeling like you're being guided by the divine between now and then. Somebody else may show up. Sarah, General for the weekend. Life moves forward this weekend pretty quickly. You got the Chariot and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This is usually stable business partners, but this could be meeting some stable friends or a relationship or something that's moving forward. This usually isn't a love situation. Could be. I mean, this is a general reading, but could be a fire sign around you that may be significant. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You could have some fun, spontaneous times, and you're prepared for it. This weekend looks like the energy around you is pretty good. You have the Judgment card too, being at the right place at the right time. Kira, Leroy, and I. He could reach out sometime soon, and you might have another argument with him. There's sharp energy around this situation, and there's another argument coming in. Could be because one or both of you are holding each other back. Like you may not be doing what he wants you to, or vice versa, and that's what could be the argument could be about. He's prepared, so I think he may reach out, or he might show up, or he may do something, and there could be an argument coming up. Kira, love for the rest of October. Love for the rest of October. Got happiness. Happiness coming in. You've got a couple of people here. You've got a Capricorn coming in. You've got, this is, I was going to call him Leo. Leroy. You have an Aries coming in. You have a Leo coming in. You have choices. Feeling a little bit more balanced, and you may even have to make a decision. Aroha, what am I currently manifesting? Looks like passion surrounding either money or career. I don't know if you got a new idea for a business or something like that. Balance. Bringing balance back into your life for sure. Watch out for an argument. You could have an argument with somebody, but you're prepared. Really, it's like you're ready for your life to move forward. Kira, general around Andreas and I. Things look pretty decent. It's like there's success coming in. There's good luck coming in around the situation. No longer feeling like you're waiting for your ship to come in, feeling like you're moving on to greener pastures. It's nice energy around this. He might have some money too. You know, not that you're looking for him, you know, for a guy with money, but, you know, he may like take you to nice places or have some nice ideas. Things change for the better for you quickly around him. Sarah, general with Peter the Gemini, if I entertain it. Okay, let's see. Not bad. Things could change for the better quickly. There could be passion around the situation. You may feel pretty connected to him if you get to know him a little bit better, or you guys may have a lot in common. I think that I would, you know, you see where it can go. Even if you don't feel like you're head over heels in love with him, you could have like a stable, like long-lasting friendship. He seems to have a lot of potential, this guy. And he seems like a nice guy. Amaya. Will the separation between Dedrick and I last long? 70% chance that it lasts long. It may last longer than you want it to. Uriel, a general with Cavante and I. Okay, general for Cavante and I. Things look like they're kind of stuck right now. It's like, I don't know if you guys were in a relationship. If you were, or if you are, there could be trouble ahead. Two of Cups is in reverse, which could indicate a breakup. It also looks like you may be feeling like you're waiting for your ship to come in and he's holding himself back. It also looks like things are like slow and stagnant right now, and there may be some anxiety around the situation, and he's undecided about either what he wants or how he feels. Kira, advice for the date with Divine Leo. Have a good time. Have a good time. I don't think you have to worry about anything. I think he's interested in you, and I think that you're going to have a great time. You will. Look, it's like moving on to greener pastures. Being guided by the divine. Got the Magician here. It can make it into almost anything you want. You've got the Star card here, which is a wish. It doesn't really get much better than this. I think that you'll be fine. Have a good time. Have a good time. Empress. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful if you don't want children. Feeling like finally I can exhale. I think, look, the first date, right? The first couple of dates, it's always awkward. We're always self-conscious. We're human. That's just how we are. But it's going to pass, and you guys will be fine. I mean, like I remember my first dates, and it's always like awkward, but it goes in, it goes away pretty quickly. Julie, my godfather said that when a tower happens between them two, it will be vengeful one. Is that true? Okay, let's see. Could be. Yeah, it could be. 70% chance, yes. Elizabeth, what's going to happen with me and Chris M? Looks like it's a little up and down. So at first it looks like, it's both. Sorry, here's the thing. One or both of you, I don't know who does it, may promise the other person something that they can't refuse. But then the issue is that they may not fulfill it. And they may feel like things like they're sharp, it comes to sharp energy and somebody walks away from it. The danger around this relationship is that somebody makes a promise or swears up and down on a stack of Bibles that things are going to be like this, and then it doesn't, that energy doesn't last. Things change for the worst, and then somebody walks away because they feel like they've had enough. Give it a shot, you know, and see how you feel. But I don't know. There's something about that situation that just seems like it would be reliving, like it's like I've been through this before. Like we're back here again. Like this is like we've come so far to just go back to where we started. I mean, anything can be fixed, right? We can go back and fix anything if both people are willing to put the effort in and fix it. But if both people aren't, and it's the kind of thing like, I just want to grab somebody so that I'm not alone, it's going to be hard to, like, you find yourself back in the same old situation, and then that's going to be disappointing. Amaya. So what will come of our relationship afterwards? All right. I don't really know where you are in this situation. All right, it shows here 2 cups is in reverse, which would indicate a breakup. I don't know if you guys are just taking a break from this situation or if there was a breakup. If there was a breakup, there's low energy, right? This is like him holding himself back and he's not quick to come back to this relationship. Now, there's a couple of things here. If you broke up under Mercury retrograde and you've never broken up before, chances are when Mercury goes direct, he'll come back and things will go back to normal. And you don't even have to worry about it. Whatever happens under Mercury retrograde usually corrects itself when Mercury goes direct. However, if you've broken up with him before, and this is another breakup, this is like the second breakup, then I would say that I wouldn't count on him coming back this time, because when you've already had a breakup and then you break up again under Mercury retrograde, it usually ends it. And the energy here looks a little sharp, but I don't know the whole story, so it's hard for me to say. It doesn't look right now like things are getting back on track the way you want them to so fast. But like I said, it really has to do with Mercury, from what I can see. You've broken up before. If you've broken up before and you've gotten back together and then you break up again under Mercury retrograde, it usually ends it. It's the same. It's the same thing if you get together with someone. If you start dating somebody under Mercury retrograde, it usually ends when Mercury goes direct, and it usually doesn't last long. April, general for the future with the Virgo. It looks good. I mean, it looks like you've got some things could move forward. You've got a stable long-term relationship with mutual respect. You got good karma around this situation with the Justice card. Things seem to be moving on to greener pastures or moving forward. You also, that card could also be travel, if you guys have to travel to see each other. Judgment card is here, being guided by the divine. It looks good. All right, let's go back up to the top. Sonia, if I pursue a career in PhD and be accepted to teach in my university, how will RL think and feel about it? I mean, what would be his reaction? He would be happy for you. He would feel like you were very prepared for it. He would think that you would be suited for the job. He would be impressed. He kind of expects it. Like, he kind of feels like you're capable of that, and he wouldn't be shocked. Denise, what will happen if I tell D the Aries how I feel about him? Okay. I wouldn't do it under Mercury retrograde. I would wait until Mercury goes direct, which is like November. I would wait at least until the middle of November to do it, just because Mercury retrograde is not the time to have conversations like that unless you were with him before. If you guys dated 5 years ago and now you want to tell him that you want to get back with him now, then that's different. But if this is somebody new, this would not be the time. I would wait for Mercury to go direct. He would be unprepared. I don't think he would see it coming. He may be a little bit slow to react. I think inevitably things would move forward because you have the Empress, which is love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful if you don't want kids. But he may be a little taken back and not know what to say in the beginning. I would hold off until after Mercury goes direct. Mel, you could close them. Thank you. April, what's the energy around me and him? It seems off. No, it doesn't. No, the cards don't indicate that. It looks like things change for the better quickly, and you have a wish around the situation, and things could even pick up. Things could move forward quickly. Lamia, will my sister buy my retired parents' house? Okay. Yeah, I think she will. Yeah, she's got 3 aces around her. All right. Mary M., is the Capricorn still thinking of me as a culprit? Three aces. Yes, he is. Danielle Nawaz, will my family move a house and buy property, and if so, when? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, I do think that they're going to buy some property. May not be till the spring, though. Nav, general love for the next 2 months. General love for the next 2 months. Got a Leo coming in. Got a Leo and a Libra coming in, and it looks like things change for you quickly. Leaving something in the past that no longer serves you moves you onto greener pastures. You have a wish. You have a Virgo coming in as well. And you should be getting a committed relationship in the near future. Can't tell you that's going to happen in the next 2 months, but it's like on the horizon. So that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. Sue, what's coming my way? Things should change for you for the better quickly. It also looks like you got a wish, put it out into the universe. I have money coming to you. There could be a new business or job opportunity on the horizon, and the sun is coming out. Lauren Dos Anjos is my soulmate who I've been thinking it is. We have more than one soulmate. We don't just have one. So that could be a soulmate relationship, but there are all kinds of soulmates that enter our lives. Teachers, family members, neighbors, best friends, old friends, people that keep showing up in our lives. We don't just have one. This person could be a soulmate, and soulmate relationships are usually pretty difficult. I'm not getting that this person is a soulmate relationship. I only got one ace, which would be pretty low. No, I think it would be a karmic relationship, which isn't a bad thing. It's just a different type of connection. Vicky, general for tomorrow. General for tomorrow. Maybe taking time for rest and relaxation. You could be spending time with a Capricorn or hearing from a Capricorn. It also looks like you got some air sign around you as well. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You feel prepared tomorrow, feeling stable, grounded, deep-rooted, feels like you can exhale. Energy around tomorrow is positive. Seems like it's a nice day. Got some good karma around too. Lily, how will C feel now that I've cut communication? Regretful. Regretful and sad. Mel, updated weekend reading. You got strength coming in around you and happiness this weekend. It also looks like you've got feeling like the fruits of your labor are finally coming into fruition, possibly talk about starting a new business, a side business, or a new job opportunity could come in. You have a wish, put that out into the universe. You have an air sign around you too that may be significant. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Trip to water, by water, or around water, planning it, taking it, talking about it, and no longer holding yourself back, starting to move forward. Alrighty, that's it for me tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll be on tomorrow. I don't know what time. Probably around 2 when she goes to take a nap. Because she's been a real pill when I try to read these cards. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Thank you. Bye-bye.